Hello everyone, so this is my Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Tottenham Hotspurs Premier League preview. Now we know we're relegated, but can Wolves beat Spurs and drag them down to the Championship with us? Is that a good idea? Do we want Spurs in the Championship with us? Because many believe with the financial power they've got, that'll be one promotion place gone because they'll probably blitz the league. Some argue they'd rather it be West Ham or Nottingham Forest because they won't have the financial power of Spurs. I don't know. Spurs might struggle. I know the likes of Newcastle in the past have gone down and bounced back up. Villa have struggled before, so I don't think it'd be as smooth sailing as people say. And it's a massive game for Spurs. Absolutely humongous. Of course, they are in the bottom three. They have not got a good record against us, which we'll get on to. And yeah, they've got to win, haven't they? They had that real bad ending against Brighton where they were 2-1 up and then they conceded an equaliser. And they've had a poor season. They haven't won a game this calendar year in the Premier League. I think it's 15 games without a win in the Premier League, which is, God, they're starting to play like we were at the beginning of the season. So they've got to win this, haven't they? And I actually watched Rob Edwards' press conference earlier. He knows, it's a big game for Spurs and we've got to be on it. He said the usual stuff of, yes, the players have got the right attitude, we've spoke to them, but we've heard it all before. We have heard it all before. But another thing, the team news going into this Spurs game, he spoke about that. He said that Sarr trained today, so Sarr might be back in goal for Bentley. And he said Doherty's available, that's important, but Krejci is struggling. Is he? Or does he just want to be fit for the World Cup, so he's going to pretend he's injured every week now? Because he come off with a bit of a suspect injury against Leeds, didn't he? Obviously, Johnston is out for the season, of course. Mosquera, this is his second ban after getting those 10 yellow cards. He also did speak about the Tolu Orokadare and Mane incident. Here's what he had to say.
Been a physical altercation between Tolu and Mane after the West Ham game. What have been the repercussions this week between them both?
That was a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, it happened. It's not uncommon. We didn't like it. It's been dealt with. And that's all I want to say on the matter now, to be honest, Amber. It was a couple of weeks ago. We've moved on from that.
Are emotions high in the changing room at the moment, Rob? Is that something you're having to manage and control?
No, I don't think so. I think there's always emotion. There's a lot of passion here. And it's, like I say, it's not uncommon for arguments to happen, or sometimes things can get physical. Rarely, but it can happen. We've got a group that do care. They do care, and it's been, obviously, the situation we've been in this year has been difficult. But no, it's not something I'm having to control or concerned about. They are a tight group. Sometimes emotions can spill over.
Tolu was described as the sole aggressor. Is he the kind of character that you like in your changing room, Rob?
I'm not going to comment on who was the sole aggressor and whether there was one or not. But the bottom line is that there's a group of people that care a lot about trying to win games of football. They want to do well for themselves as well and for each other. And after the game, things can happen.
So, PR answer, if you ask me. He did later go on to say that he has no problem with any players, but I don't believe him. Will Tolu be on the bench? We don't know. What's going to happen with Tolu? Are we going to even see him play again after all this come out? We don't know. But again, against Spurs, should we have a look at the head-to-head history? Because it may surprise you a little bit. So in Premier League history against Spurs, we have played them 23 times. Wolves have won 9. There's been 5 draws and Spurs have won 9. So it's dead even. Absolutely dead even. Most of Spurs' wins did come back in the day when we were last in and around the Premier League all those years ago. But our last 6 games, we've won 4 and drew 2 against Spurs. And I think we've beat them the last 3 times at Molineux. So we are Tottenham's bogey team, big time. Of course, the reverse fixture this season under Vitor Pereira, we were 1-0 up until right at the death when Palhinha got a last-minute equaliser. We should have won that day. Santi Bueno put us 1 up, and that's a sliding doors moment, because if we went on to win that game, maybe we wouldn't have been as far off. Maybe we'd have gone a little run after that. Of course, we don't know. We don't know, but we didn't at the end of the day, and we obviously ended up sacking Vitor a few weeks after that. Now, the big debate in this preview as well, some people are saying they don't care what team we play. So I'm going to try and predict the team, because I think there will be many changes, especially after how bad we've been the last 2 performances. So this is what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to say Sarr is back, but I've got a feeling he might start Bentley again. So I think he'll stick with Bentley in goal, because we know Jose Sarr is going to be out the door in the summer. I think right wing back he'll start Pedro Lima, because Jackson Chatura was awful again first half against Leeds, and he said he's going to give kids a bit more of a go towards the end of this season. I think Matt Doherty will be right centre back, Santiago Bueno in the middle, and I think he'll keep Toti Gomez in the team and have him left centre back, because Krejci, as we know, is struggling. If Krejci's fit, of course, he will start, but if not, I think this will be the team. Hugo Bueno, left wing back, of course. That back line, looking at it though, it's a bit worrying, especially the back 3. It's a bit weak, isn't it? Midfield, it's got to be João Gomez and Andre, with, I think we're going to see the return of Matheus Mane coming back into the side. So I think Matheus Mane with Bellegarde, and unfortunately, because of the options, I think it's going to be Armstrong up top, pretty much on his own, or with Mane and Bellegarde just off him. So that does mean no Tolu. I would have said Tolu, but because of what's happened, I don't think he'll play. Will he start Hwang? Probably not. Wouldn't surprise me though. Of course, Angel Gomez has been starting a lot lately, but I don't think he'll start him either, because he's been pretty poor lately. Of course, there are shouts for Rodrigo Gomez to start. It could happen. He could put Rodrigo Gomez instead of Mane or Bellegarde. Adozie is a bit of an outside chance as well, if he is really going to play the kids. So yeah, there we go. Maybe surprises. He might go weaker than that, and we may. It's a hard one to predict actually this week. So comment your thoughts down below on what you think the team will be yourself, because it's anybody's guess this game week with how things have been going. Now, score prediction for this one. Wow, with my head, I'm sorry. I know Spurs haven't won in 15 or whatever it is, but the way we've been playing and the mentality of our players and all the rumours of them leaving, they've all checked out in my opinion. And I think Molineux will be a bit of a hostile place, especially if we go down 1 or 2 early on. So I think this will be, Spurs. I think Spurs 2, Wolves 0 with my head. Goals from Solanke and Xavi Simons. With my heart, I'll go with the same score that was at the Tottenham Stadium. Wolves 1, Spurs 1. Armstrong for Wolves, Solanke for Spurs. I hope my heart's right. I hope we get something. I hope we win. I hope I'm completely wrong, and most of the time I am, so maybe we will win. But it's a game where a lot of eyes will be on this fixture. It'll be funny to put a dent in Spurs' survival hopes. It will be funny because everyone will be watching and hoping we do that. But most importantly, from a Wolves point of view, we just need to stop the rot and stop losing and try and get a positive result. For Rob Edwards as well, he needs a positive result with the way the tide is really turning in terms of people not wanting him here. So, yeah, that's my Wolves v Spurs preview. Have a great Friday, everyone. The sun is shining. Lovely day, and I hope it's a lovely day at Molineux tomorrow, and I'll see you all there. But yeah, please like the video, please subscribe. Thank you for those who have. I'm nearly at 12,000, and comment your thoughts down below. Cheers, everyone.